Mozyr. Mazyr is a city in Gomel Region of Belarus on the Pripyat River, about 210 kilometers east of Pinsk and 100 kilometers northwest of Chernobyl, and is located at approximately 52.050 degrees north, 29.250 degrees east, 52.050, 29.250. The population is 111,770. The total urban area including Kalinkavichy across the river has a population of 150,000. Mozyr is known as a center of oil refining, machine building, and food processing in Belarus. It is home to one of the largest oil refineries in Belarus, pumping out 18 million metric tons per year. The Druzhba pipeline carries crude oil from Russia, splitting in two at Mazyr. One pipeline branch is directed into Poland and the other one to Ukraine. Overview. The right bank of the Pripyat River, where the city is located, is elevated above the left bank at substantial heights. The overfall of surface of that scale is assumed to be a consequence of a glaciation. The Pripyat River is running right along the edge where an ancient glacier was located. Since both banks of the river are sandy, the right bank is cut through by a number of great ravines length up to 200 meters width. The city is also located on the ravines, so its streets look much like streets of a mountain town. One of the ravines is proclaimed a reserve. Some of the nearby ravines are currently also equipped with ski lifts and transformed into skiing winter resorts. Mazyr once had a sizable Jewish population. During World War II, many Jews were executed by the Nazis in Mazyr. There are several memorials devoted to this in the modern city. As with other Soviet cities, during approximately the last 15 years of the communist control, a large proportion of the remaining Jews have relocated abroad, mostly to Israel and USA. In 1986, the city suffered from heavy radioactive fallout from the Chernobyl accident. History. Mazyr is one of the oldest cities of historical Ruthenia, first mentioned in the mid-12th century as part of Duchy of Vladimir and then the Duchy of Kiev. In the 13th century it was conquered by the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, initially a small settlement. In the 15th century it was donated to Duke Michael Glinski, who converted it into a town. The city received town rights first from King Stefan Batory in 1577 and then from King Sigismund III of Poland in 1609. Despite having been destroyed by Russian forces twice, the city continued to grow, and following the Union of Lublin it became a major administrative and trade center, as well as a seat of a powiat. In 1648 there was a conflict during the Khmelnytsky uprising. Between 1723 and 1726 the Jesuits created a school in Mozyr under auspice of the Academy of Vilna. Following the suppression of the order in 1773, the school was secularized and continued to exist as a gymnasium. Among its most famous graduates are Edward Piekarski and Vladislav Mizerkevich. In 1793, following the partitions of Poland, the town was annexed by Russia and its town rights were again confirmed in 1795. In the 19th century the town grew rapidly, mostly because of the Russian Pale of Settlement policy that allowed Jews to settle only in the lands once held by the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Because of that, Mozyr grew to over 10,000 inhabitants by the end of the century, most of them Jewish. During the Polish-Soviet War of 1920, the town was captured by the Polish army in the so-called Mozyr operation. Polish 9th Infantry Division captured the city in a swift and daring maneuver that earned its commanding officer, Col. Vladislav Sikorski, a promotion to general. In the course of the war, war the town was briefly recaptured by the Bolshevists, but in the aftermath of the Battle of Warsaw it was again recaptured by the Polish forces of Gen. Stanislaw Bulik-Balachowicz, who proclaimed a short-lived Belarusian People's Republic on November 12, 1920. However, in the Riga Peace Treaty it was assigned to Soviet Russia and became part of the Belarusian SSR. Since 1938 the town was a seat of Mozyr region. However, in 1954 it lost that status and was administratively attached to the region of Gomel. Population, Educational Center, IP Shamiakan State Pedagogical University, State Polytechnicum, Medical College, Music College, Art School, State Lycée, Gomel State School of Olympic Reserve, International Festival, Hey Rocknam, Mozyr is a capital of a modern rock music of Gomel region, where since 2003 International Festival of Music is organized. There are oil refining plant, brewery, multimedia company, Fotolisks, and Minsk newspaper Znamia Unosti among sponsors of the festival. Up to 40 rock bands take stage in what become major cultural event. Local band Otrajeni, a pioneer and a leader of the Belarusian hard rock, is a constant participant and a contributor to the festival. International relations. Twin towns. Sister cities. Mazyr is twinned with Chownice, Poland. Notable residents: George Lemorin, childhood geologist and friend of Lee Harvey Oswald. Isaac Don Levine was born there. Zbigniew Morstan, Polish nobleman of Lelawar coat of arms, poet of the Baroque era, soldier, member of the Polish Brethren, Miecznik of Mozyr, cousin and co-worker of Jan Andrzej Morstan.